What's up, everybody? Yep, it's TJ Hushmanzada, Plaxico Burrs. I'm LaVar Arrington. This is Up on Game. Make sure you check us out wherever it is that you get your podcast. Follow us on Instagram. Follow us up on X. I'm going to call it X. At Hoosh84. At Plaxico Burrs. I'm at LaVar Arrington and at Fox Sports Radio. And check us out on Up On Game on TikTok as well. But make sure you're checking us out and downloading us wherever it is that you get your podcast from. And check out Up On Game Presents as well. There's some great content that we put up there. I just had a dope conversation with Coach James Franklin. You'll want to hear that after the big loss that we had against Ohio State. Let's keep it college football, fellas. And let's jump in. First and foremost, coming out of the weekend, this is our first show. We didn't do one yesterday. How y'all feeling, man? Everything good? Y'all good? Everybody good to go?
Just so you guys know, when we did Up on Game, Down on Game on Saturday, I did pick Ohio State to beat Penn State. Kerry Rose picked.
Yeah, out of hate.
Hey, I did say that. I said I'm picking Ohio State because LaVar went to Penn State. I did say that.
It's all good. It's all good. Did it out of hate, but it's all right. You were right. You know, it worked out. How you doing, Stretch? We don't want to hear from TJ right now. How you doing, man? Everything good with you, man?
Yeah. Oh, man, everything's beautiful, man, over here, man. You know that.
Okay, let's talk USC football. The coach has missed a practice this week due to, I guess they're citing health reasons.
Practices.
Go ahead. Missed 2 practices. Due to, I think they stated health reasons, I believe, right? I mean, I hope he's okay.
He missed Monday's practice. He missed Tuesday.
Oh, he's sick, all right.
He's sick,
all right.
Man, so
he's sick, all right.
Me personally, I don't think I've ever in my life been on a team where the head coach has missed 2 practices. Bro, I don't think I've ever been on a team where the head coach
missed 1 practice.
Yeah, I can't even call that.
I've never seen it.
Man, he back there sitting in that $14 million house he got. Man, that's what he doing.
What I'm hearing, yeah, overlooking the ocean. It's they lost the game they shouldn't have lost. Probably feels bad. It doesn't matter.
They weren't doing interviews. LaVar, they banned one of the reporters from doing interviews.
Go into the facility with a mask on, have the team meeting. This is what we're going to do. Go sit in your office, let the other coaches run the practice, but you couldn't go into the team meeting?
I know the day and age we come from, even if COVID had hit back in our day, they're going to have a freaking quarantine room that you can be at that facility. I don't care if your arm is falling off. I don't care if you got a
you can do
tooth.
Meeting with a mask.
I don't care.
And just don't go.
They want everybody in that facility, even players. Yeah. Like there's very few times you don't stay home.
I don't recall ever. I'm thinking high school, junior high, college. I've never had a head coach like not be available. No. Even if they were sick, they still came.
Even if they were sick, even if you're sick as a player, you got to be there. You got to be at the facility. Bring what you got. You got gonorrhea. You better bring your ass on in here to the facility.
You wake up in the morning playing pro football talking, hey, man, I don't feel good. They said, you need us to send somebody over there?
Yeah.
Or we're just coming to the facility. We'll see how you feel when you get here.
We'll take it from there. Now, if we send you back home, that's different. But you better bring your ass in there first before you talking about some I ain't practicing due to an illness.
Where you at? Somebody gonna come pick you up.
They're gonna come get you.
That's what I don't understand. Like, you are the head coach.
But the timing of this illness is just way too peculiar for me, y'all. It's too coincidental. Like, you don't want to face the media. The media is tough here on you. It's just a lot of people don't realize USC media is just as intense as something you may deal with in New York.
Because for now, I mean, even when he was at Oklahoma, great offense, couldn't stop anybody on defense. You're at USC, great offense, you can't stop anybody on defense. Same defensive coordinator, Alex Grinch. They're saying they have such a tight relationship. If you guys were in Lincoln Riley's position and Alex Grinch was a great friend of yours and your family's,
So like one of y'all is like on the coaching staff and y'all ain't living up to your
what are
duties.
you firing us? You have
Hell
to.
yes.
And
I mean, and I got to look you in your eyes because you know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna look you in your eyes at least 5
LaVar,
times,
LaVar,
10 times,
I
and I'm gonna tell
know.
you, like,
I
hey,
I
Plex, TJ,
know.
hey,
I know as a coach that I'm not living up to
hey,
my end of the bargain. I may not like it, but I understand. You have a career. I may
yeah,
not like it, but I know I'm not hold. I know I ain't holding up my end of the bargain when I say I ain't never go route.
hey. But here's what I'm not gonna fire y'all. That's BS. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna be like, hey, dog, we're gonna bring in this assistant defensive coordinator. Now you still gonna be the D coordinator, but we're gonna bring in this assistant D coordinator. We're gonna bring in this linebackers coach. So when we go to a different space, a different place and time, he can take over as the defensive coordinator if you get a better opportunity. But he gonna call the plays. Like he's gonna help you. He's
You're
gonna really
basically
be
gonna
the defense coordinator
you're
because
gonna
we need
demote them.
defense. I gotta demote. I'm not gonna demote you in pay. I ain't gonna demote you in title. But you ain't. I'll be damned if you continue to call these plays, TJ. I'm sorry. You you just hey look, you do this like all these other coaches. You do this during the game. If they can't see your lips moving, they don't know if you're calling the play or not. Every time you're about to call the play,
They ain't doing a damn thing.
you better take your play sheet, cover up your face so that we can keep doing this. We can keep rolling this gravy train. Otherwise, I'm going to have to
Hey, nah,
let
I
you
just think
go.
that's odd, man. I really do. I think that's very odd that the head coach didn't.
So where does it go for him now? Like, because that's kind of looks like that's some weird
Honestly,
S, man. Where does it go now? Because he's got a
wherever
little contentious
I
between
know the
them and the
report
media.
has come out that he may be looking to go where Caleb goes. Um,
I heard he might go to another
I think now
college.
I think it's a gone conclusion, man, that Caleb really has the leverage to say, I want Lincoln Riley as my coach, or I'm gonna pull an Eli Manning. I don't want to play for your team. He can do that.
Right. Yeah.
He can do
He
that.
has that. He
Yeah.
has that kind of leverage. But when Lincoln Riley was named the coach of USC, it just seemed to me like that it never fit. You know, he doesn't fit the program of a USC head coach based off of what I saw when
I
he
think
was
he
in
fits.
Oklahoma. I don't think so. I never thought it from day one.
I just think the first question was how long is he going to be here? That's what everybody's saying. Like it's a questionable deal. How long is he going to be available to this team? Was the one thing that I came to I think was a consensus of what was being
The
reported.
reason he
TJ.
fits is because offensively, this is the best offense he's ever had as a head coach from a production
Mm-hmm.
standpoint. The reason,
I mean, he was out there
yeah,
with
but if
Jalen
you
Hurts now in
statistically,
Oklahoma.
Plex, this is the best offense he's ever had.
Oh, statistically,
No,
it ain't the
because
best team he had.
defensively, they can't stop anybody. It's their defense is hurting them. So if that defense is hurting them, you have to adjust and move accordingly. And he refuses to do that. And so that's the big, you're made for this because when you're at USC, you're in essence turning down recruits. You're getting everybody you want for the most part. They have the talent. Like LaVar knows a lot of these high. I know a ton of these high school kids out here, 4 and 5 star. I know the majority of them. All their parents. A kid just got offered that I'm very familiar with from USC. He just got offered, and his dad puts up. Anybody that knows me knows this means a lot to my family, specifically me. I've been a fan of USC my entire life. The parents want the kids to go. The kids, if you're a defensive player, you see what they're doing. Why would you go to USC and that's the type of defense they play in? Why? He's a fit.
Well, it's not about the type of style of defense that they're playing. The kids don't want to
No,
go there.
Plex. Play
But to improve on the defense, he got to get those 4 and 5 aid players to go there. So now they
Plaxico.
can
They
have a
played
defense.
Utah. This is last year. Utah was inside the 5-yard line. What type of offense does Utah want to run? They want to run the ball or throw the ball? Okay.
Smash mouth football.
Hey,
They want to run the
Plexico.
ball.
Utah was inside the 5-yard line last year. SC had 3 down linemen, bro. They had 3 down linemen. You tell me what coach is going to do that?
So it's basically so basically what you're saying, the players going to USC to play on defense is basically the equivalent of why no wide receivers don't want to go to Penn State.
Oh.
Is that what you saying?
Oh, bang,
I'm
bang.
saying
Or to a school that
Is
puts
that what you
Adolf
saying?
Hitler on their big screen. You know what I mean? Like, how you gonna get some black players to go to where Adolf Hitler's on your big screen now during the course of the game?
all
Golly.
I'm saying is
Bang,
All right,
bang,
man.
bang. Bang,
it's
bang.
scheme that they're doing on defense that
That's cold blooded, Platt.
the scheme is holding.
That's cold blooded.
Team is holding them back, man. I will never get over. We hadn't seen the wheel route on tape, and they had run it the week prior, bro.
Can't say that.
What
As
are
a
you?
coach?
I mean, at some point, you got to hold Lincoln Riley accountable for not doing what he needs to do with the defensive side of the ball. So let's wrap this up. The last word. What do you think happens with Lincoln Riley?
I believe he tries to hitch his wagons to Caleb Williams, and they sell off into the NFL. I truly believe it's a possibility if Caleb wants to flex that power. And I know coaches that have gone from college to the NFL. You have so much more time in the offseason. Once the season ends in college football, you're on the road recruiting. In the league, at least you get some free time.
Yeah, it's been something that's been trending over the past few years. With Cliff Kingsbury, and I think when Lamar went to Baltimore, they basically bought the same exact offense to the Baltimore Ravens. So it's something that's been trending because you know what? It's less of a learning curve for these
I think that's
quarterbacks
smart.
going into
That's
the league.
smart. If he's that good.
Going into the league.
Yeah.
And I swear, man, just on Sunday after the game, I was on the phone with Byron Leftwich on the way to the airport, and we were talking about quarterbacks, going to the next level and what's hindering them from taking that next step because of, the whole getting to the line of scrimmage, they holding up faces and poster boards and all of these things, which is not allowing the quarterbacks to learn coverages and learn defenses because the coaches are making the audibles for them. So when they get to the next level, they've never had been in an offense to where they can get under center and change a play or make an audible at line of scrimmage because they've never done it in their college career. So I think that's one of the main reasons why you are seeing these college coaches go to the next level with their quarterback. For the main reason is that there's no learning curve. They can jump right in and get under
Is
center.
Shador good enough for that?
He can.
You never know. I mean, you just don't know, man, because so much about playing quarterback in the National Football League is here.
Is Shador good? But is Shador good enough for them to take his daddy with him?
Oh, that's a great point. If he comes back and he can continue to improve, it's a possibility. But I mean, Prime he's basically said he wants to stay in college. He's basically said that. Because if he leave Colorado, all them 4 or 5-star recruits.
He's been with Shador since Shador started playing football.
He doesn't need his father to follow him to the next level because he already has the best trainer outside of his father in the offseason, and that's Tom Brady. That's all you need in the offseason to train and to get better, go to the next level.
And not many people know this. Jeff Blake was working with Shador, from what I was told from the time he was a little.
Yeah, that's
Jeff
true.
Blake
That's
really
true.
trained him for a long period of his career.
Yeah.
All right, y'all. Well, that's a wrap on this. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you check us out on Saturdays from 9 to 11, noon to 2 p.m. if you're on the East Coast. That's Plaxico Burrs. That's TJ Hushmanzada. I'm LaVar Arrington. This is Up On Game, Fox Sports Radio. We'll talk to you next time. Mahalo.